Can you tell I'm in denial?
You can't stay at the top forever.
I was also very surprised when I looked at my phone and saw Joe Girardi dismissed.
Well, I think mine were with common sense.
I think now belongs in the all-time greats top 10.
Boston, I really think only got to this point because of a guy named Chris Middleton being out for the Bucks.
That power play just was unbearable. It was humming.
Man, am I happy. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew he was going to come back.
When I think of New York Yankees now, is Judge. Probably people in the past when Jeter was coming up.
I would be shocked. A little bit hurt.
Hey, this is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, TexasFootball.com, and Valley Sports Southwest. You are listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. And Austin, we're back at talking about the coaching carousel as it is short-lived. Patrick Roy helping the Islanders get to a playoff spot this season. They suffer a 4-game losing streak. He is fired, and they select Pete Deboer to take over and kind of lead them right now as they head into the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, this is a kind of crazy turn of events, in my opinion, because he's been out of the league all year, and then he comes back with 4 games left. I think they have 4 games left. Let me see. It's either 4 or 5, but they are currently in the last wild card spot in the East. So what happened? Did they miss the playoffs? Was this just? I think Ottawa just won as we were recording, so they're actually out of the playoffs as we are speaking. They have
a game
they have
with
4
Ottawa
games left
in a week.
Yeah, that's a must win, obviously. And they play next on, I think, Tuesday. Let's see. Or not, maybe Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. I actually can't find their next game. They'll play Thursday against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, it's Thursday against Maple Leafs, and then they'll play the Senators, Canadiens, and Hurricanes.
Yeah, they're going to have not the easiest lineup, but I think that it is going to be a little, I mean, as a player, right? If you're thinking of this from the player's perspective, I think it'd be a little bit of a kind of surprised moment because you're like, wait, are we gonna implement a new system? Are we gonna implement a new whatever? Because there's not that much time left. At least we did the Rick bonus video, but there's still a large part of the season left, and Columbus has fallen out of the playoffs a little bit, so they'll have a chance to still make the playoffs. A lot of these teams are really, really close right now, and I'm extremely interested because the Islanders only have 4 games left, but the Blue Jackets that are 1 point behind the Islanders and 2 points behind Ottawa have 5 games left. There's a lot of teams with 77 games played. So them, Detroit, Washington, Islanders, or Ottawa will probably get that last playoff spot, or the Flyers. There's a lot of close teams there, but I do kind of wonder, like as a player, how are you feeling about this change? Because I'd be a little bit scared because are we implementing a new system, a new power play, and there's no time to like, oh, let's see if this works. It has to work.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, it didn't work. Our season is over. That's the level,
and that's a scary turnaround.
Yeah, it's shocking. So I'm assuming this is like, okay, we want you to coach them next year. We just want you right now and to help them.
That's definitely the assumption. But I mean, it's going to feel like an extra long off season if you are DeBoer, if you sign this and then get eliminated from the playoffs immediately.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering, I understand why he took the job, but kind of thinking, I need to take it right now, and this is the time to do it. And to the Islanders as well, yes, there was a 4-game losing streak. They're fighting for the playoffs. To me, that doesn't mean you fire a coach immediately. just see how he finishes out the season. I think that's an incredibly short leash.
Extremely, extremely short.
So looking at it, I do think Deboer is a good coach, and he does a lot to bring teams playing at a high level, because he did it with the Stars, of course. It was just getting over that hump, which is something the Islanders experienced maybe 4 to 5 years ago when they were in back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. They lost to the Lightning with Barry Trotz as their coach. I'm very interested to see what DeBoer does. It's like, okay, let's just figure out what we're working on now, and then we'll figure out what I can add.
Well, right now, yeah, you're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about this year and the next 4 games and how can you get this team into the playoffs. That's obviously what I think he's going to be worried about. But I do wonder how much conversation went into this signing. Like, was it like we offer you a sign immediately, or did DeBoer have time to think about how he was going to orchestrate this lineup together? I don't know. I think that is a very interesting storyline. Is did he have any plans for this lineup, like how he's going to use some guys already, or was this something where he's like, oh, I'll figure it out on the way?
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well. I think it has to be something to where this job came open and they're just like, he's like, I'll take a job because he wants to get back into it. And I'm sure he has a big chip on his shoulder from the last 2 stops, because you have Vegas. They miss the playoffs. He gets fired. Then they win the cup the next year. But he's in Dallas, 3 straight Western Conference Finals, and he's fired from that. So I think he wants to go prove himself and eventually get a cup, and this is just a chance for him to do it.
Yeah, but I don't think there's much to judge his coaching off of over these 4 games, because even if you lose in a couple games and miss the playoffs, it's such a hard turnaround, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, this doesn't hurt his coaching experience. It can only amplify it,
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
because if they're doing well, it's like, okay, wow, he really came on and quickly fixed it. So it's going to be interesting, but I am curious how the players feel about it. Depending on what they are doing, because they may have been like, oh, we'll figure this out with our coach, and then he's gone. They're like, well, I guess we got a new guy.
Yeah, I really wonder how this worked out. I think that'd be an extremely interesting story over the offseason to really look at, because I do wonder, kind of like we talked about, like, was this a conversation that they had over a couple weeks, or is this like, hey, we've lost 4 games, we know DeBoer's on the market and he'll take any deal that he gets, let's just try to get him?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have to see, and yeah, it will be interesting to see if they make it or not. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.